Welcome to Scout Dynamics. Ever notice how the pistol appears to be a part of the Scout system? Right alongside the Scout scope and the Scout sling. And yet, I have not seen any transitioning skills being displayed in the Scout community. In the tactical community, transition to one's secondary weapon is considered a vital skill, and transition skills are a regular part of the course of fire in the tactical community. In the Scout community, the pistol appears to be relegated to that of a hip ornament. I have yet to attend gun sight. It's on my bucket list. My reason for failing to attend to date is I follow one of the many Cooperisms which states that riflemen are usually broke. To those of you who have been to the gun sight, comments below, please. Do they teach transition to the pistol as part of the Scout rifle course? If so, do they address the unique characteristics of the Scout sling and the skills necessary to use those characteristics? I'd like to hear feedback from you on that subject. It stands to reason that a Scout rifleman is just as likely to require transitioning skills as would anyone in the tactical community. Some would say even more so, due to the Scout rifle's limited magazine capacity and lower rate of fire. Die-hard Scout men would vehemently disagree. Given the unique design of the Scout sling, here are some ideas I have come up with. The Scout rifle is normally carried untethered. In this configuration, transitioning to one's secondary weapon is limited to dropping the rifle and drawing your pistol. The second option would be to retain the rifle with your weak hand and operate the pistol one-handed. This option is actually taught in the tactical community. One tactical instructor went so far as to advise against slinging your rifle in a home intruder situation. His reason for stating so was that the intruder might be inclined to grab your rifle. You do not want to be in a prolonged struggle over your weapon. Furthermore, if the intruder has a knife, the last thing you want to do is be tethered to a sewing machine. The alternative this instructor offered went something like this. Oh, you want my rifle? Here, go ahead, take it. Oh, by the way, here's a bonus. Muzzle velocity included at no additional charge. This option works equally well for the Scout. No modifications to technique necessary. However, since the Scout community includes but is not limited to the tactical arena, this skill could also be useful in the great outdoors. How so? You're out in the wild. You suddenly find yourself nominated to be the main course for dinner by something furry, fanged, and four-legged. The Cooper response to this culinary situation would be to offer up beverage service in the form of a snapshot. If necessary, and if possible, offer free refills. If this doesn't work, you are now in a situation quite similar to that of the intruder grabbing your weapon. Slight difference in technique here. You keep the weapon between you and the threat. This offers up blocking, somewhat blocking, and or a decoy. In essence, you are serving up an appetizer. This buys you enough time to transition to your secondary weapon and serve the salad in the form of 900 to 1500 feet per second, depending on the choice you made at the salad bar back at your home gun safe. Transitioning with a sling. Until someone comes up with a tactical loop sling, it is unlikely that tactical slings will gain any measure of popularity in the Scout community. Here is where the unique features of the Scout sling, whether it be in ching, CW or Rhodesian variant comes into play. My first generation 10 CFM Scout is fitted with a Rhodesian sling from Andy's Leather, given to me by my wife for Christmas. In addition, my wife, teaming up with my mother and other family members, got together and got me this Burris 2-7x32 Scout Scope. I think we can all agree that for this and other reasons, I married well. Winning! The normal and preferred shooting of the Scout rifle is done looped up in the sling. Transition from this position is quite simple. Drop the weapon, allow it to dangle from your support arm, and go to the pistol. It can be done rather quickly. In addition, the looped up method is also useful for carrying the weapon in whatever degree of readiness you choose. This allows you to bring the weapon to bear or transition to the pistol. The next method is what I call the administrative transition, or admin transition for short. Admin because it is done in situations where contact with the threat is not imminent. It's in those rare occasions where the pistol might be the better tool for the job. Simply sling your weapon in the quick and smooth manner and transition to the pistol. One example this method comes useful is in a home invasion situation. If I find it necessary to bring the kids into the safe room, I'm going to proceed to the child's room covering myself with a rifle. In spite of being a fan of the .45 and other major calibers, even the .45 is inferior to the rifle. Tactical doctrine says, whenever possible, bring your shoulder weapon to the fight. I'm going out covering myself with the rifle. Upon arriving at the child's room, I need to free up my hands. I ascertain that contact with the threat is not imminent. Administratively transition to the pistol. Pick up the baby. Proceed back to the safe room, covering myself with the pistol. Notice how my sling has a lot of slack in it. There's a reason for this. It gives me the opportunity to sling up in tactical mode. In this mode, the Scout sling works just as well as any of its high-speed, low-drag counterparts. Also from this configuration, unlike in the tactical community, I still have the option of looping up. Now I have an added bonus. In addition to the tension on my support side, I now have tension in the buttstock area, giving me added stability. However, transition from this method, this point, is rather hampered or hindered. In order to transition, you must first work the support hand out of the loop. A way to compensate for this is what I call a slide tension. Instead of looping, you simply work your support hand back until the desired tension is achieved. You can continue to cradle the weapon instead of having to grip it. You now have the stability of looping up with the transition speed closer to that of the offhand. Also, this configuration can be useful in the aforementioned child rescue scenario. Sling up? What about the tactical instructor's warning? Well, Cooper talks about mindset. If you choose this option, your mindset needs to be, no, I'm not worried about being tethered to a sewing machine. The sewing machine needs to be worried about being tethered to the wrong end of a 1911. But if you do not choose this option, once again, proceed to the child's room, covering himself with a rifle. Check to see that contact is not imminent. Administratively sling to the tactical mode. Transition to the pistol. Grab the baby. Back to the safe room. Here you have the advantage of once you arrive at the safe room and you put the baby down, clearing up your hands, you can more rapidly transition back to the rifle in a manner resembling that of those in the tactical community. Hope you found this information useful. Comments below, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.